Looks like we're live and you get to experience my content. I thought I'd take a day off from um, XCOM today. I guess this is a little blurry, isn't it? I was hoping if it was in, well, it's maybe a little better than I thought. But I thought I'd take a day off from XCOM today, play another game I really like. I'm into baseball. Um, this is basically, I guess it's not very exciting to watch, but if you're into stuff like XCOM, Uh, you might like this. There's a lot of numbers involved. You got to make decisions based on statistics and probability, stuff like that. It's it's interesting to say the least. Um, my team's not doing very well so far this year, 4-7. I when I play a game, you can start with the normal rosters, like whatever the 2017 rosters are at the beginning of the year, or you can draft your own team. Well, I decided to draft my own team, um, and basically there's parity at the beginning, but the game doesn't like when you. I draft generally very young players, 25. Like this guy's old for me, Christian Yelich, 25, over 25. That's kind of old for me. I try to draft the young guys so I can develop a dynasty early. Uh, and I will draft the occasional. You need present, leadership presence in the clubhouse. Adrian Gonzalez is an older player. He's a quality player. He plays good defense at first base. Um, and he could be a leadership presence with all the young guys. But I drafted a pretty good team. They're young though, and the game really doesn't favor you doing that, where you fill up your team with young players. I thought maybe taking like Andrelton Simmons. He's at 27, close to 28. He's a vet to me. Also a Gold Glove shortstop. So I'll take a player like that, but I guess it wants more players that are over 30 and that are heavily established. But you have different things going on with your team. Like say I go to the team home screen. Now it used to be team chemistry was a little more esoteric, I guess. you, I don't know if that's the correct word, but it was hard to pin. You had to get a report from your bench coach. They'd tell you how things were going in the clubhouse. They've changed that in 18. It's a little bit more straightforward. You can look at everybody's um, mood. They're all kind of normal right now. The team isn't starting off very well, 4-7. If that continues, some of them will probably start getting upset and want to be traded. There are different player classes. You need captains. You need a leader. I thought that Gonzalez would be the leader, but he might not have quite enough leadership quality to be that guy. But these are your positive roles: captain, leader, spark plug, prankster, disruptive, outspoken, selfish, and unmotivated. Those are all your negative personality traits. Um, you only want players like this if they are all-star caliber, and even then, sometimes they might cause too many problems, and you need to get rid of them. It just depends. But I went heavy on pitching. There are different ratings here. They're all based on what your scout sees. So let me go there real quick. Front office personnel. You hire personnel, and they have different reputations. Let's see. My bench coach Jim Riggleman. I can have him set lineups and strategies and stuff like that. And there are different um, managing types. He's conventional, There's sabermetric, which I favor. Sabermetrics, they base a lot of their decisions on the newer statistics like WAR. Um, they'll bat they'll bat the pitcher eighth sometimes. Just different things that statistics have proven that they're more effective, but the conventional people haven't exactly embraced yet. But I prefer the sabermetric guys. Um, Pitching coach, he's got a good reputation. They'll have different relationships with different players. Let's see. All right. So he's got a good reputation. He's going to have a similar development effect on all players. But you've also have scouting, and here's my Chris Buckley's the scout. He's a pretty good scout. He's got a good reputation, good at scouting majors, good at scouting minors, good at international, and excellent at amateurs. And he favors tools, which means he's going to look for players with speed, defense, power, and a good hit tool. Whereas someone that favors skills might favor stats like whatever productivity had at their level. Like the guy with the 900 OPS, he's going to favor that guy. The guy with tools is going to favor the guy that might have the potential to have the 900 OPS. And I can go to let's see, I think, oh yeah, that's in here. I can go on a staff search and look for, let's see, scout ratings, preferred occupation, scout. Oh wait, here's this. Alright, and say I want a scout that's really good at scouting the majors. Well, this guy is available from Japan. He's actually better. The only thing he's not better at than Buckley is scouting amateurs, but he highly favors tools, which means he's not looking at whatever the stats are at that particular level as much as someone that's favoring ability. So you gotta figure out if you want somebody that favors tools or favors ability. Let's see. Now this guy, he doesn't have a team yet. He's available. He's very good at scouting amateurs and good at scouting everybody else. He favors abilities. So if I didn't like how Buckley was doing in evaluating talent, I might pick this guy because he's just as good in most areas, better at scouting amateurs, and he favors abilities as opposed to favoring tools. And then you have neutral, which I kind of prefer. This Roy Clark, I think. Oh, he's only 57. When I saw 26 years experience, he's been at this a long time. I actually might pick Roy Clark there simply because I prefer neutral. I like to know, I want a guy that looks at how the guy's playing at that particular time and also evaluates their tools. He actually might be a good hire. And I don't. Oh, hey, Tyler Edwards. Uh, I don't. I don't have any problems with Chris Buckley in real life. This is all business. It's a game. So if I go and hire Roy Clark, it's not because I have any sort of personal bias against Chris Buckley. But I think I might go ahead and make this guy an offer. And what happens is if you've got a scout, he's under contract, and he's under contract for however long, so he might have a 3-year contract, making $500,000 a year or whatever. if you hire somebody else, you still pay that contract. You have to pay out that money, and you pay the money for the new scout as well. But I think I might go ahead. I'll at the very least shortlist him, and I'll check out. Yeah, he's making 634,000 a year, and he's making it for the next 3 years. So I've got to, I've got to, that money. It doesn't seem like much, but that's the salary of a just a little bit more than the salary of a first year player, and that goes into my budget, which you have to pay attention to as well. So you've got your budget you got to keep in line. You got your expenses, and you obviously want to try and make a profit. If you don't, you can't go in the red intentionally. I play in commissioner mode, which lets me do that. If you don't play in commissioner mode, there's no way around it. You've always got to try to make a profit. Um, the only reason I play in commissioner mode, there's some little wrinkles here and there that something might happen that I don't like, and I can change it. But for the most part, you can play it straight up. You can set your ticket prices, which will affect your income, how many tickets you sell. Like, if the team's not very good and you've got the ticket prices too high, people won't show up to watch the games. So it's a complicated little uh, simulation here. But if you get into it and you enjoy this sort of thing, even though it all looks like a spreadsheet, it can be pretty fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a game today. I've kind of tried to uh, concentrate on defense. Oh, Profar's not supposed to be playing. I can't do much about that now. I guess I should have checked that. It'll slip people in there every now and then if the starter is tired. But I tried to concentrate on defense. Simmons is a Gold Glover at short. Uh, Candelario, the guy that usually plays at third, is a little bit above average on defense. Adrian Gonzalez is a Gold Glover. Oscar Hernandez, it shows his arm, but his defense is at 60. Brinson is obviously the weak link here, but his outfield skills are good. He's just not experienced in right field yet. But he'll get better at right field. Almora is obviously, he looks like a Gold Glove center fielder. Yelich has already won a Gold Glove and left. So I really concentrate on defense. Pitching and defense are kind of my thing. But you've got, it basically tells you everything about a hitter that your pitcher is facing. So he's a spray hitter, meaning he's got the ability to hit the ball all over the ballpark. So a basic straight up defense is probably what you want to play. He's got a little bit above average contact, a little bit above average power. His eye's pretty good, above average speed, and he's good at stealing. It goes on a 20 to 80 scale. I think it's 40 is average, so he's above average in all these areas. But you can set your infield, you can shift, play a double play depth, stuff like that. But since he's a spray hitter and likely to hit all over the ballpark, a straight up defense is probably what you want to play. And I'm just going to go ahead and pitch to him. Obviously, this is not very exciting to watch, but um, the game is basically about running the team. This is sort of like an add-in. If you want to manage, you can. Generally, I hire a good bench coach, let them set the lineups, and let them manage. I just decided to kind of try to run the team or run the this part of the game as well. The thing is, though, you can simulate this for years and years, and if you play every game, there are 162 of them a year. It'll take you a long time. So it's generally better to simulate most of your games, maybe play a few important ones or ones you really, every now and then when you feel like it. But it does. I could go pitch by pitch. That would be a very long game. Uh, but he won the Milwaukee won the Trout lottery. I guess they had the first pick. Um, Generally, he gets picked first in any draft. But he's above average in all areas, and he's a normal hitter. He's going to have a slight tendency to pull the ball, but he can hit it the other way as well. Oh, hey Shane. Yeah, I don't know if you start with a draft, but I start with a draft. Um, I think it kind of speeds up the process. Like I can begin a dynasty a little sooner. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw over to first, just to let Trout know I know he's there, and then I'm gonna hold runners. Oh.
Strike three, you're out.
All right. Just kind of swing away with Yelich here. Oh. Be careful what you click on. All right. He's got a decent arm. Yelich's speed's just a little bit above average. He's got a good stealing ability, though. I might instead. A lot of people don't like the hit and run, but I'm gonna. Diaz has good contact, so I'm gonna go ahead and try hit and run. All right, that got the runner to second base. Oh, okay. I've never played with made-up players. That actually might be a better way to play because I get a little bit too attached to certain players. Like if I've got a prospect I really like, I'll try really hard to get the prospect to work out, even if the game. Wilmer Flores has a pathetic arm. I'm gonna try it. Let's be aggressive. Oh. Oh. But yeah, I get attached to prospects and players, and once they start to decline or they don't pan out, I'm if I really like the guy, I'm more willing to stick with him longer than I probably should. If it's a made-up player, once they don't work out, yeah, I was probably too aggressive. It was too shallow though. All right, Worth is a spray hitter. Just pitch straight up to him. All right, here's a pull hitter, right-hand batter, so I'm going to shift the infield left, outfield shift left. Yeah, offense isn't clicking. Hasn't been clicking all year. I actually have Aaron Judge on the team, and he was hitting like 067, so I shipped him down to AAA. That's why Brenson's playing out and right. Some of the pitching's been
Strike
good.
3.
Obviously, Gray's had kind of a rough start. Yeah, I don't dislike Billy Hamilton in real life. He's a Gold Glove center fielder and all, but I always trade him. I always think
Strike 3. You're out.
he's worth more. I always think Billy Hamilton's worth more as a trade chip. Just because, of course, I've got Albert Almora, which he's really not all that different from Billy Hamilton. A little bit better hit tool.
Strike 3. You're out. Strike 3. You're out.
They're mowing me down. Yeah, to be honest, I think they should do that in real life. They should move Hamilton down to the ninth spot and bring up Winker and have him lead off. Of course, I don't know. There's really not another place for Winker right now. The outfielders are playing pretty well. But I think that I think his speed has more benefit at the bottom of the lineup. Like you don't need a leadoff hitter to hit a home run if you've got or hit a home run, steal a base if you got Votto and Duvall behind him that can hit home runs. But if you've got him batting ninth, he might be able to create some runs with his speed at the bottom of the lineup. But he's definitely a Gold Glove center fielder. He's going to win one someday. And that's really valuable.
Strike 3.
Well, Schebler's got a whole lot of power.
Program, Nuggets, program.
But yeah, Winker's got the potential to have a 400 on base percentage. And back when
Strike 3.
back when Chu and Votto were at the top of the lineup, they scored a bunch of runs. That was the year Brandon Phillips had 100 RBIs, and you know, he was basically himself. He wasn't anything different than he normally is. He just had 100 RBIs because Chu and Votto were on base all year. Oh yeah, Hamilton. Oh hey, sorry about that. Lost my upload bandwidth there for a second. But yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like if you bat Hamilton ninth, say he gets on, he can steal second. He's in scoring position for whoever's leading off. You know, whereas if he's batting leadoff, you just need him to get on. So if Votto or Duvall hits a home run or a double, he can score. The steal really isn't necessary.
Strike 3, you're out.
At least that's my opinion.
Strike 3.
Oh, that's what's happening. Hey, I'm sorry. I I had a download start in the background. It's killing the bandwidth. I didn't realize what was happening. Is the stream a little better now? Steam started downloading in the background. I didn't realize this isn't a Steam game, so I don't have it set so it doesn't start downloading in the background on me. Sorry about that.
You're out.
He was trying to go for third before he even got to second. Or well, he got a little bit ahead of himself there. That's what I'm trying to say. Uh-oh. I don't think that one's coming back. Well, first run of the game.
Strike 3.
Yeah, I'm not surprised it was Trout that got me. I might oughta, how many pitches does Gray have? He's only got 75 pitches. Oh, he popped it up. Yeah, I tried to bunt, but he popped it up. Hopefully Diaz can pull it off. Oh, there we go. Extra bases. Let's see if Aegon can earn his money today. I guess not. Alright. I better watch Gray carefully.
Strike 3, you're out.
Looks like he still got it. Alright. Oh, it looks like... Oh. Oh, he smacked that one. Maybe I should have hit and run. I may get somebody up in the bullpen. Let's see. Get Bobby Wall up. I might have to pinch hit for Gray. Ah, should have hit and run. All right. Justin Smoke. Left-hand batter. Let's see. Hard shift right. I wonder if he's ready. He'll probably get tired here soon. barely got that out. Ah, maybe I should have been guarding the lines. Coco Crisp. All right, Gray's got one more hitter. Wall is ready. Actually, I might even... I'll get, what's his name? Edwin Diaz up. If Trout comes up, I'll have Edwin Diaz pitch to him. All right. I guess I'll let Diaz pitch the ninth inning. We'll have Kendrys Morales pinch hit.
Strike three, you're out.
Well, looks like we might go extras if I can get through this inning.
Strike three.
Let's see.
Strike three.
Got him. Maybe Agon or Brinson can end it with one swing of the bat. Agon's not having a good year. This game is unduly harsh on older players. He's probably in his career death spiral this year because he's 34 or 35. Oh, there goes. It's the first time I've seen this. They all get together for the walk-off. Gray pitched a good game. Yeah, Brinson looks like he's developing into a star. Thank you. I just need to get him a little bit better at playing right field. I obviously can't put him in center with Almora there. So we're still in last place. Oh yeah, it's there's some improvements. The thing about, I don't know if you noticed this, but team chemistry is always hard to figure out. They've got a nice screen for it now. So you can find out what players are screwing up your team. And I suppose you could turn it off if you want to. I leave it on. But you can find out whether or not you've got a leader. I guess they added the spark plug thing. But here's your bench coach relationships and all that kind of good stuff. So this is a nice addition right here. I like this. Yeah, I might do that. Like I said, I've got let's see. I've got Aaron Judge. Sitting down here at AAA. He started off the year at he said 179 up at the major league level. So I shipped him down. I could probably bring him up, have him play right, and then send Brinson down to play right in AAA. But he's only hitting 211 at AAA, or Judge is. He's a little bit better right fielder. I guess I could bring him up too. But I just thought I'd kind of run a game today. I didn't really feel like playing XCOM, so, and I wanted to do something. But I guess this was probably the end of the stream for now. So see you later.